Today I wish to celebrate Shirley Hughes, who is someone whose books, I remember them touching me a little bit as a child, but as I have grown as a parent, I've really found myself being drawn, and the children that I care for, drawn to the stories of Shirley Hughes. And sometimes that's really bemused me because her drawings evoke a time gone by. They've got a kind of a dated look to them, but yet children seem to be fascinated by those drawings. And the stories are very often touching on themes of war. She speaks about what she went through as a child during that period of the post-war generation, and also, well, during the war. One of my children's favourite books is Ruby in the Ruins, which is the tale of a girl who's living through the Blitz and the air raids and being sent away and coming back to the city, and her dad returning from the forces, from fighting abroad, and her getting damaged on the bomb sites, and it's such an interesting tale for someone who's growing up in a period of time where there is no war. It's given us great food for conversation, talking about what my parents, my children's grandparents would have gone through, talking about times gone by, but times that are still present in many parts of the world. And so Shirley Hughes, and also in her books, there are a certain set of values which seem to be upheld, of politesse, of doing the right thing. They kind of seem to speak from a time where certain tacit agreements in society, certain unspoken agreements that we used to live by, were really steadfastly in place in a way that they don't seem to be now. And for some reason, my children have responded to that without me having to force it upon them or try and persuade them that that was the case. It's been really surprising to me that my children have repeatedly been drawn back to the work of Shirley Hughes, something that didn't really impress me so much when I was younger. I remember people having a copy of this book called Dogger and never really being so drawn to it, and I've become pretty familiar with a lot of her work now, and so I want to give thanks today and to celebrate Shirley Hughes, a great writer who has influenced generations of children, and I'm sure will continue to for some time to come.